Halloween, a night of costumes, candy and spooky fun. Children dress up as their favourite characters, from superheroes to ghosts, and go door to door in search of sweet treats. The streets are filled with laughter and excitement as kids show off their creative costumes. But did you know it has roots in the Christian faith? Halloween is not just about the spooky and the sweet. It has a deeper, more spiritual origin that dates back centuries. The word Halloween comes from All Hallows Eve. This term refers to the evening before All Saints' Day, a significant event in the Christian calendar. All Hallows Eve was a time for Christians to prepare for the solemn observance of All Saints' Day. It's the night before All Saints' Day, a special day for Christians. On this day, the faithful gather to honour the saints, those holy men and women who have gone before us and now reside in heaven. On All Saints' Day, we remember those who lived and died for their faith. It's a day of reflection and reverence, where we recall the sacrifices made by these individuals in the name of their beliefs. All Saints' Day started centuries ago. It was established to commemorate the martyrs and saints who had no specific feast day of their own. This tradition has been carried on through generations. It became a way to honour early Christians. These were people who, despite facing immense persecution, stood firm in their faith and became symbols of courage and devotion. These brave people faced danger and even death for their beliefs. Their stories of resilience and faith continue to inspire Christians around the world. Over time, All Saints' Day spread to different parts of the world. As Christianity expanded, so did the observance of this holy day, reaching various cultures and communities. As it travelled, it blended with local traditions. Each culture added its own unique elements to the celebration, creating a rich tapestry of customs and practices. This mixing of customs is what makes Halloween so fascinating. Today, Halloween is a blend of ancient religious practices and modern-day festivities, a celebration that brings people together in a spirit of fun and remembrance. Long before Christianity, people celebrated the harvest around the same time as Halloween. These celebrations were deeply rooted in the cycles of nature and the changing seasons. Communities would come together to give thanks for the bounty of the earth, sharing food, stories, and traditions that had been passed down through generations. One such celebration was Samhain, an ancient Celtic festival. Samhain marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, a time of year that was both a celebration and a preparation for the harsh months ahead. It was a time when the Celts believed that the veil between the worlds of the living and the dead was at its thinnest. The Celts believed that on this night the line between the living and the dead blurred. Spirits of the deceased were thought to return to the earth, and the living could communicate with them. This belief in the presence of spirits led to various rituals and customs designed to honour and appease these otherworldly visitors. They lit bonfires and wore costumes, hoping to ward off spirits. The bonfires were believed to have protective powers, and people would gather around them to offer sacrifices of crops and animals. The costumes, often made from animal skins and heads, were worn to disguise themselves from any malevolent spirits that might be wandering the earth. Some believe that elements of Samhain, like costumes and bonfires, became entwined with All Saints' Day. As Christianity spread, many pagan traditions were adapted and incorporated into Christian practices. All Saints' Day, which honours all saints and martyrs, was established by the Church to replace or coincide with these older pagan festivals. This blending of traditions continues to spark debate. Some people see it as a natural evolution of culture, where old and new beliefs merge to create something unique and meaningful. Others, however, feel that the sacredness of these ancient rituals is lost when they are commercialized or altered to fit modern sensibilities. Some see it as a natural evolution of culture, while others question the mixing of sacred and secular. This ongoing dialogue reflects the dynamic nature of cultural traditions and the ways in which they adapt to changing times and contexts. Whether viewed as a loss of authenticity or a testament to human creativity, the echoes of ancient celebrations continue to resonate in our modern world. So, how do Christians view Halloween today? The answer is as diverse as the Christian faith itself. Some Christians embrace the holiday. They see it as an opportunity to celebrate with their community and share their faith. Others choose to focus solely on the religious aspect of All Saints' Day. They attend special church services and remember those who came before them. Still, others choose not to participate in Halloween celebrations at all. They might have concerns about the holiday's origins or its modern-day associations. The Bible doesn't directly address Halloween, but it does offer guidance on how to approach the world around us. One such passage is First Corinthians 10:21. This verse reminds us that we can't drink from both the cup of the Lord and the cup of demons. It encourages us to consider the source and meaning behind our actions. Are we celebrating something that aligns with our faith, or are we participating in something that might contradict our beliefs? Some Christians see Halloween as a chance to engage with their communities. Instead of shunning the holiday, they embrace it as an opportunity to connect with their neighbors and share the love of Christ in a tangible way. By participating in or organizing events, they create a welcoming environment where everyone can feel included and valued. They might host harvest festivals, trunk or treat events, or other gatherings. These events are often filled with fun activities, games and treats, making them appealing to families and children. The idea is to provide a wholesome alternative to traditional Halloween celebrations, one that emphasizes community and joy. These events offer a safe and fun way for children to celebrate. Parents can feel at ease knowing their kids are in a secure environment, enjoying the festivities without the worries that sometimes accompany Halloween night. The church grounds become a haven of laughter, creativity and fellowship. They can also be an opportunity to build relationships and share the message of hope found in Christianity. Through these gatherings, church members can interact with people they might not otherwise meet, fostering a sense of community and belonging. The events often include moments of reflection or short messages that highlight the core values of faith, love, and hope. This approach echoes the words of the Apostle Paul, who wrote, "I have become all things to all people so that by all possible means I might save some," 1 Corinthians 9:22. By adapting to the cultural context and finding common ground, Christians can effectively share their faith and make a positive impact. These celebrations are not just about fun and games, they are about embodying the spirit of Christ and reaching out to others with open hearts and hands. Other Christians believe in abstaining from Halloween altogether. They point to passages like Ephesians 5:11, which urges us to have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. They might view Halloween's association with darkness and the occult as incompatible with their faith. Instead of participating, they might choose to spend the evening in prayer, Bible study, or fellowship with other believers. Another verse that guides some Christians is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27, "And give no opportunity to the devil." This passage reminds us to be vigilant in guarding our hearts and minds against negative influences. For some, this means being mindful of the images, symbols, and activities associated with Halloween. They might choose to avoid anything that could be perceived as glorifying darkness, evil, or the occult. Ultimately, the decision of how to approach Halloween is a personal one. Each individual and family must weigh the various perspectives and make a choice that aligns with their faith and convictions. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. The key is to approach the holiday with thoughtfulness, prayer, and a desire to honor God in all that we do. Halloween, with its blend of history, tradition, and faith, offers a unique opportunity for reflection. It's a time to consider our own beliefs about life, death, and the spiritual realm. It's also a chance to examine our relationship with the world around us. How do we navigate the intersection of faith and culture? How do we engage with our communities while remaining true to our values? What are your thoughts on Halloween and its traditions? How does your family approach and celebrate this holiday? Share your perspectives and personal experiences in the comments below. Let's engage in a respectful and insightful dialogue about this fascinating and sometimes controversial celebration together.